on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello everyone, this is Rhea Riley with your news update. A man is dead after exchanging fire with police officers from the roof of a middle school in Germantown. According to the Wisconsin Department of Justice, the incident happened Monday night when police officers responded to a report of a subject acting erratically at Kennedy Middle School. The suspect then climbed on top of the roof as police pursued him and opened fire on the officers. The police returned fire, and later the subject was pronounced dead on the scene. At the time, 50 to 70 students were inside the building, but the shooting is believed to be an isolated incident. A car and semi-collision at the Racine-Kenosha County line resulted in a call for Fight for Life. The crash happened Monday morning at 10 a.m. at County Highway KR and County Highway H. According to DOT video, the car was hit on the passenger side after running a red light. Several surrounding departments responded to the scene, however the status of the injured people is currently unknown. All-star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo has announced a contract extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. He announced Tuesday that he agreed to a 3-year extension worth $186 million. This will keep the athlete in Milwaukee until 2028. Antetokounmpo is currently under contract until 2025. Newly traded Damian Lillard is also signed to the Bucks until 2027. Both will be taking the court this Thursday at Pfizer Forum against the Philadelphia 76ers for the first game of the 2023-2024 season. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show is next on the new 101.7 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Tuesday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. And we got another powerful show for you today. So I'm going to need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, today I had to go over to the We Energies cookie book eating contest. It was definitely interesting. Salute to We Energies for having me over to participate as a contestant. We had to eat cookies and guess the ingredients, DJ Brother Z. You know, and I thought that, okay, when you talk about cookie eating, I thought we had to eat a lot of cookies. But no, we only ate 3 cookies total. Yeah, it was 3 cookies total. And I guess we were supposed to taste the cookies and guess the ingredients. So they gave us a list of ingredients, and we would have to taste the cookie and guess what the cookie was made out of. Like what was the ingredients in the cookie. And you know, we came up short, DJ Brother. I thought I was a good person that can taste things and kind of guess the ingredients. But I guess, you know, I got to work on my palate. I got to work on cleaning my palate. But that was a great time. It was a lot of people down there, a lot of the radio personalities and the television personalities were in there, from Fox 6 News, Spectrum, some different police departments, not only in Milwaukee, but across the counties. Other county police departments was there. I thought it was a nice event. I thought it was something that, you know, it was different. But you know how, you know, I always, you know, want to ask questions about some of the rates, you know, some of the We Energy rates, you know, many times, you know, we want to have some discussions on some of the energy prices. But like I said, that's what I was doing before I came in today. I left some We Energy cooking book pamphlets out there in the lobby, DJ Brother Z. If you want some cookies, if you want to make cookies, they got these ingredient books filled with different cookie ideas on different cookies to make. And I know y'all get out here for the holidays and y'all want to make different types of cookies. So those are in the lobby. There was a story that I saw out of Racine. And this is not something we need audio for, but a Racine mother was charged with neglect for not sending the kids to school. Now this is an interesting story because you can get charged if you don't allow your kids to go to school. Like you're not homeschooling them, they having a lot of absentees. Well, this Racine mother was charged this week with neglect after a prosecutor say she failed to send her kids to school. Alicia Quiros, she was 34 years old. Failure to cause child to attend school, first offense, and she was charged with neglecting a child. Specified harm did not occur. She didn't harm the kids, but she didn't allow them to go to the school. And according to the complaint, it was an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old who attended elementary school in Racine. They said they missed a total of 80 days of school between September 2021 and June 2022. The Racine Unified School District attempted to meet with her, but it was unsuccessful. Only reason I want to read this story is because for those that are not allowing their children to attend school, this could happen. This could happen, and you can get fined. She's facing this mother. If she's convicted, if this mother Quiros is convicted, she faces a maximum of 20 months in jail and over a $20,000 in fines. Now, this is something that I thought that was interesting. How they come up with what happens to the children if you don't send them to school, and they say the complaint states school attendance is necessary for children in lower grade levels to develop the basic skills of reading, writing, and math that are needed to obtain an education. Harm from not attending school can occur because uneducated people struggle to fit in social situations and often remain marginalized. This is what this is saying in the complaint. Children who do not attend school are typically behind their peers when it comes to cognitive development and literacy levels. The lack of resources generated by education prevents them from participating in numerous social activities in a productive and comprehensive way, in contrast to educated people who engage in the same activities without difficulty. Now, this is what they wrote up. And I'm going to tell you, they'll find a way to throw you in jail, when it comes to those kids. So for those who are struggling to get their kids into the school system now, I'm for alternative ways if you can come up with better ways to educate your child. But this was a problem when I was coming up. Even with myself, they had to come and talk to grandmama. It's hard to believe, but I struggled to go to school because, I dropped out of school in the 7th grade, really. And then I got in church around that time. And then I started going back to school because I was around older adults who are educators. And then that's how I got back into the swing of things. But it can happen. It can happen. And I'm just going to let y'all know that you can face some fines. And I think that this is probably understood. But even though we're facing a lot of difficult things when it comes to the education system, don't go to jail. Don't go to jail. You could have sent a letter to the school board and tried to homeschool the child, but I don't even think this was even going on. She was just allowing the kids not to, I guess, go to school. And then they said the kids were struggling when they did come to school with classroom etiquette. Like they didn't even know how to function in a classroom. They had missed so many days. So like I said, I thought that was an interesting story. There's a couple more interesting stories that, I want to read, especially when it comes to the Pentagon. There's a story coming out about the Pentagon, but I'm going to say that after break. I'm going to talk about that after break. But there was something that happened at Germantown. That happened in Germantown where somebody was shot at a Germantown school. Do we have that audio? Let's listen to see what happened in Germantown.
The subject up on the roof. Looks like it's going to be northwest corner. Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. The subject appears to be down.
Breaking overnight, police shoot and kill a person on the roof of a Germantown middle school. News Shopper 12 with this exclusive video from above the scene over Kennedy Middle School. You can see the massive response from several agencies as they responded to a person on the school roof with a gun. Terrifying moments for parents and students last night who were at the school or knew people who were there. 12 News' Madison Moore joins us live from outside of Kennedy Middle School this morning. We see the flashing lights. Still a very active scene this morning, Madison. The Germantown School District has canceled class today.
They have, Jaron, all schools in the Germantown School District will not have class today because of this officer-involved shooting. And as you said, it is still a very active scene here at Kennedy Middle School. You can see that there are a number of squad cars still here investigating at this hour. Now, the district says that all students, families, and staff are safe and accounted for this morning. The State Department of Justice, now investigating, says there were between 50 to 70 students inside Kennedy Middle at the time of the shooting. A 7th grader at school for dance practice recounts the horrifying moments.
A lot was happening. Me and my friends were just all together and hugging and crying, but we were told we had to be quiet so nothing would come into the building. But we were told no one is in the building, just stuff going around, and we heard gunshots and yelling.
State DOJ says the Germantown Police Department initially responded to a report of someone acting erratically in the parking lot of Kennedy Middle School just after 6:30 last night. When officers arrived, the suspect climbed onto the roof of the school. State DOJ officials say the suspect then fired a gun at officers. 3 officers returned fire, killing the person. Kennedy Middle School went into a lockdown during the incident. You can see here on a map on your screen, students were later bused to MacArthur Elementary School, where they were reunited with their families.
Reunited with her. It's pretty wonderful. Yeah. There's very exciting. So I'm happy. The 2 girls are here right now, and hope everybody else is okay.
The police said when they arrived, the suspect climbed onto the roof of the school and fired a shot at officers. And then they return fire, killing the suspect. Hey, it's uncertain times right now, and like I said, we got to keep our heads on a swivel. When you hear about these stories, a lot of times you hear the word mental health comes up, but it's got to be another word for this, because I know some people that have mental health issues, and they not gonna do nothing like this. Go up to the school with a gun. You see them in the community, asking for dollars and quarters, or, standing outside the gas stations. But when you see it happen like this, it's got to be another word. It got to be another word for when it's this stupid, DJ Brother Z. Bringing guns around children. I know we throw around the word mental health all the time, but when you do things to harm innocent life and you try to throw it off on mental illness, I mean, I guess to each his own, but there's a certain level of stupidity when these things take place. And maybe these are people, I know we can call them sick, like we can say they're sick, but I don't like when children are involved and when grown-ups or people bring guns around children, or where they use children or innocent life as a springboard for their activities. I don't like that. So every day you're seeing this, and like I said, thank God that nobody was hurt, none of the youth. And once again, we got to see in these times every day, we got to make sure that we're staying abreast on what's happening around us. And like I said, this is why I say we have to start paying more attention to us as a people, even in our communities. I always talk about this. I always say the way we get out of this is start to pay more attention to our neighborhoods, to the area outside of our window. And if everybody do it all at once, we can create a protective idea for each other, because we got to get back with eyes on us, on each other, on our neighborhoods, on these kids. We got to start running up and talking to these kids. We got to start getting to the youth before there's a tragic situation. We got to start making sure that we're ahead of the curve instead of behind the 8 ball. Okay? Hey, look, when we come back, it's a story that came across my eyes, DJ Brother Z, and I can't believe it. It's something that's going on at the Pentagon that I think that we all need to understand. And this has been floating around for a minute. But it got something to do with the Pentagon. Okay, I ain't going to even tell y'all. Y'all just going to have to stay tuned to the Tory Lowe Show to find out. You do not want to miss this. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I'm committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
I feel if you're comfortable, it's important to speak on it. You know, at work, people are going to discover something's going on with you because you're going to be out. Your body's going to change. You're either going to gain weight, you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose hair. Your whole makeup is going to change, and how you respond to people is going to change. So it's okay to say, hey, I'm just not doing well. I'm going through something, and this is what it is, and I need your support. Do I have your support? So don't be afraid to say something is wrong. We are strong Black women, and we do hold the torch, and people come to us for so many things, but it's time that people help us when we're dealing with something like cancer, and we need the help. We should not be in this alone. And it was important for me to speak up on it because I wanted to continue to work. I wanted to continue to live my life each day and not have that interrupted. So it was okay for me to speak up on it, and hopefully somebody can see how well I'm adjusting to it, and when it happens to them or someone they know, that they know they're going to be okay. And if you're not going to be okay, you got to understand what that is, and you want to speak on that as well and get the help that you need. If you don't ask, you may not receive that help, and it may be too late. I was proactive about my care, and I didn't ignore something. I didn't ignore that lump under my right arm because it wasn't under my left arm. It was that simple, like something's here, but it's not on the other side of my body. What could it be? And the worst thing that it can be, and we always go to that, oh, it could be cancer. Okay, so it's cancer. What are we going to do about it? We are going to fight it, we're going to thrive through it, and we're going to give you the best care possible to make this disease go away. And that's all you can ask for. And the sooner you do that, the better life you will have, the better outcome you will have.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Stay up, 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 stay Viagra, stay up, stay up, yeah, stay up, stay up.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got to put our focus on the Pentagon right now. I don't even know how I missed this story. But the Pentagon is spending $41.6 million on Viagra. And Representative Summer Lee, she was questioning this back in July and asked the question, you know, why are they spending this much money on Viagra? And king crabs, you know, those big crabs that, you know, that people like to eat. You know, we talk about wasteful spending, and she was pointing out some of the wasteful spending ideas. Let's listen.
22. Mr. Tenaglia, how much on average does the military spend on Viagra each year?
I don't have that figure, ma'am.
About 41.6 million. Do you know how many bridges in my district of Pittsburgh could be repaired with that amount? About 2. The rebuilding of the Fern Hollow Bridge, which of course collapsed the day that President Biden happened to be coming to Pittsburgh, cost about $25.3 million to rebuild. Mr. Tenaglia, how much did the Department of Defense spend on snow crab and Alaska king crab in 2018?
I do not have that amount.
According to Open the Books, it was $2.3 million. Do you know how much the Pittsburgh City Council spends each year serving the county's unhoused population? Only $1.2 million, but they're certainly not being served Alaska king crabs. According to an investigation by this committee in 2016, the F-35 program specifically raked up hundreds of millions of dollars in added costs due to mismanagement and negatively affected military readiness. Mr. Tenaglia, how much is the F-35 joint program estimated to cost the federal government to produce, operate, and sustain over its lifetime?
I believe the GAO cited that figure. I don't have it in front of me, but we can get that for you.
It's about $1.7 trillion, enough to completely eradicate student loan debt. According to the Government Accountability Office, between May 2018 and October 2022, about 1 million F-35 spare parts worth $85 million were, quote, lost, just vanished.
Wow.
Losing millions of dollars in assets is unacceptable. DOD themselves do not oversee or account for certain F-35 spare parts. Only the prime contractors maintain.
And this is why I play these things, because the wasteful spending, the mismanagement is not only going on up top, it's going on in our neighborhoods right now. And we got to stop it, because we're suffering and we're asking for things to get done, and we're not getting those things done. And we got $41 million in Viagra going to the Pentagons. That where all those pills going? And snow crabs, you know, and that's why I say it's starting to look like the Hunger Games. Hey, it's starting to look like the Hunger Games, because the politics are now slush funding the taxpayers' money. And it's evident. It's evident. We just got a 2% sales tax in the city of Milwaukee, and they getting a raise downtown. They want monies. They think they're doing a good job. I'm just saying, when are the people going to start taking control of their money? It's our money, okay? Some of y'all don't act like it's y'all money, and these politicians acting like it's their money. But that money is supposed to be used to create resources for the people. I just wonder where the pills going, where the Viagra pills going. Are they giving it to the soldiers? I mean, who's getting these pills? Then you got when I say they do the meetings where the good food at, where sometimes y'all go to these meetings where these people getting all the taxpayers' dollars and they have great meals. Well, they spending millions of dollars on snow crabs so they can eat good. Eating good in the neighborhood. Hey, I'm just throwing it out there, Truth Nation. And a recent proposal to give more money to Israel, a recent proposal to give more money to Ukraine. You know, money's just going out here left and right. I'm just interested who's getting this money on the back end, because we're not seeing the effects of our dollars. This is my biggest problem. If we were seeing the effects of some of this money, I wouldn't talk about it. You know, because they're always saying that we got to figure out how we're going to get this money. But it's always a ton of money somewhere, and then we say, what happened to that money? Wasteful spending, mismanagement, people trying to figure out how to get their buddies some money. You know, buddy. Al on the Talk to Text line says, you sure that's not the I don't even know the LBGTQ agenda that's just curious with the Army. I don't know. Oh, Al's trying to be funny. Okay. I understand. I mean, I just want to figure out why the government dry F us daily. Read about all the years ago. The Viagra is for PTSD soldiers. Look into it. The Viagra is for soldiers with PTSD. Hey.
Huh? Oh, that was different.
That was different. Hey, let's get Black Conscious on the line. Black Conscious, how you doing?
Peace, King. I'm well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm trying to figure out, what's going on with all this wasteful spending, not only at the Pentagon, but all over the place right now. It just seems like everywhere when we really look into the numbers, it's a lot of wasteful ideas going on.
So you're exactly right. But when it comes to them giving, you can't put up a good fight if you can't get up. So.
Oh, wow. That's what she said.
Right. So, in order to put up a good fight, you got to make sure your Johnson is right. So I guess that's why they pumping it into them, or maybe it's some secret government experiment to see how much rage you can have when you have a boner. I don't know, but it sure is something crazy. And you're exactly right, but I've been kind of scratching my head on this for a while. Get into the conversation about reparations. For all the money you wasted, you could at least do us a ball. But with all the down payment on it, with all the homeless situations we're having, with all the people getting evicted due to that little situation we have, and they still haven't recovered from it. Jobs are not paying worth a diddly. So you gonna tell me you don't have money, but you got all this wasteful spending, and let's not forget of what you're giving in the name of peace to support wars under the flag of peace. So it's more. I'm glad you have this conversation because we need to be aware, America. We're supposed to be the richest state, and we are. But you see where our money is being sent. Or not being sent, because somebody on the other end is getting over like a fat rat.
Somebody getting their pockets is fat, and I guess they're getting a Viagra pill to go along with it.
It's more than a pill, bruh. It's a bushel.
Oh wow!
Yeah, hey. You're gonna be up for quite a long lifetime. Even when you die, you still gonna be standing.
Hey. That to me, that is
a lot of boing pills.
A mismanagement. Somebody's saying that these are giving to for PTSD soldiers. They say look into it. I'm gonna Google this and see what's going on.
Hold on, brother.
But what I'm saying is
you're a very intelligent brother,
right?
And I could think, what does my Johnson oh my God! I can't believe they're even using that. Got to do with PTSD.
Hey,
I mean, okay, I'm having flashback of things blowing up. At least my Johnson up.
Hey, that didn't get blew up.
A lot better now.
Hey,
bruh.
Hey, I'm just trying to make
righteous Milwaukee.
I'm just trying to make sense out of it, Black Conscious. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Black Chamber Radio. December 8th, 2023, the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce will once again bring to life the Black and Diverse Business Showcase. You should be there. Featuring black and diverse businesses from around the state. You should be there. TWBCC.com to register now. You should be there. Vendors, you should be there. Entrepreneurs, you should be there. Elected officials, you should be there. twbcc.com to register now. You will never see black and diverse businesses the same way again. You should be there. Register at twbcc.com today so you can be there. December 8th, 2023.
You should be there.
You should be there.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
Get your tickets now for the night of the year, Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball on November 4th. The ball sells out every year, so get tickets and sponsorships while they're available. Your ticket supports the work of Greater Milwaukee Urban League to empower communities and change lives. The ball's special entertainer this year is legendary Grammy Award-winning Patrice Rushen. Get your tickets now for the best night of the year at the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball by visiting tmul.org. That's tmul.org.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hits segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin. It's amazing. And Carrie Noni. Juice World in the building.
Hey, always keeping it juicy.
Hey.
That's a drop of juice.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Hey.
What's going on, Ben? How you doing? How you feeling? What's today? Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Happy Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. I don't have any tacos, but when I do get tacos, I'm going to Taco Mike's right up the street, just to let y'all know.
Taco Mike's.
Taco Mike.
Stand on business.
Stand on business. Yeah, they got some real tacos that I've been seeing that look quite lovely. So I plan to take my black ass over there and go eat some tacos.
Is that off of 6 in Wisconsin?
It's right up the street, right here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
haven't tried it.
I'll be knowing the addresses up here in Milwaukee, but I know where I'm at.
Birria tacos are amazing.
I mean, they're fire. They're like some fried tacos or something.
They're really good. And like the little
Mexicans
juices.
come up with everything good.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Huh?
What's happening?
Ben, you can throw down on the taco side too.
Oh yeah, you know how I get
We
down.
had that contest over a year ago.
Ain't brought none back since.
Because I was the champion. That's up to Melanie Ricks.
He got to defend the title. Only how you gonna bring something back if somebody challenge him?
Facts.
Man,
challenge him for the title.
Facts.
Forget that. We just need to get that thing on up in here.
The Keto Taco Ben. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Tacos are fun to make.
I mean, honestly, all food is fun to make. All food is fun to make. I'm a creative individual, and I like creating, whipping up in the kitchen from time to time. You know, whether it's pancakes, some French toast, anything that I can actually think of, I think I can actually make. It may not be the best, but it will be the best for me.
Chef Ben jamming, okay?
You know what
Chef
I'm saying?
Ben RD.
And you don't got to worry about no dogs being in the kitchen or no cats being in the kitchen. Because some people like to cook with their animals in the kitchen. I don't do that. I do not do that, okay? And all I know is that...
Do you even have a pet, Ben Jam?
I used to. My dog died, bro.
Dang,
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
Dang. Missy! Yeah, man, she was a Jack Russell Terrier. She was white and black. I had her for 10 years. She ended up passing away because we never got her spaded. So her last period it turned into an illness and a sickness. So anybody out there listening underneath the sound of Benjamin voice right now, if you do have a female dog and she's not spaded and you don't plan to breed her, make certain that you just do something. Make certain that she does get bred. Otherwise, her period will turn into a disease, an infection, and actually kill her.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what happened to my dog, man. She passed away in 2014, September 21st.
That sucks, man.
But it's okay though. It's
so
okay.
you didn't cook with the dog. What's the dog name? Missy.
Oh, Missy. Nah,
Missy in the kitchen.
Yeah, Missy knew not to get in the kitchen, but Missy also knew that I was always gonna feed her. Like one time I ordered cause see you gotta do things with your dog, man. You gotta do things with your dog. It's special. So one night, my mom had left the crib or whatever, and it was me and my dog at the crib. Late night, you know what I did? I ordered myself and her some Domino's pizza. So I fed my dog a whole pizza.
Why would you do that?
So are you sure it's the period that killed her, or is it all the food that you were feeding her, man?
She passed away till like 2 years after.
Oh, wow.
That pizza,
But how often did you feed her like regular food?
I mean, come on, y'all see these commercials out here, right? You gotta treat the dog like a human now.
But there's certain stuff that you can't feed a dog.
cannot feed dogs everything.
Okay, I don't feed my dog chocolate, but she can eat
That
some
is
pizza.
not the only thing that you can't feed
But
dogs.
what else?
You can't feed dogs grapes. Did you know that?
For real?
Yeah, grapes are harmful to dogs.
Oh,
Certain
wow.
fruits are harmful to dogs.
Come on, brother.
I'm so serious.
Juice, is you keep it real?
I have a dog. I know these things.
I ain't never even seen your dog.
I brought him to work one day.
Yeah, I ain't meet him.
Maya,
Yo.
Danielle, and Sherwin met him.
Well,
His name is Blaze. Shout out to my poo-poo.
well, you better treat your dog right, or else.
No, you should have treated your dog right.
My
Giving it
dog
pizza.
was in heaven. My dog is in heaven, and she was in heaven every time she was around me. Okay, me and my dog, we chilled together, did everything we could possibly do together. Okay, the only thing I wouldn't allow her to do is hump on the neighborhood dog because he was no good for her. Okay, he had fleas, she didn't. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And you got to really be mindful about the people or that you bring around in your circle.
Right.
Okay, because they may mean you no harm. Some conversations are really good conversations to have with your friends, right? That are actually valuable. Sometimes it's just like you want to go out and eat a meal. But speaking of eating with your friends and having conversations, did y'all see? I know y'all may have seen this meme or question going around once before. All right, but Jay-Z just sat down and did an interview with Gayle King. You know, Oprah Winfrey's best friend.
Yes.
You know? And the question was posed, would you actually do dinner with Jay-Z or take $500,000? Dinner with Hov for $500,000. What would you rather do?
I want to know your answer first, Ben.
I'm asking y'all. Don't ask me.
No, I want to ask you what just real quick.
Because you like Jay-Z.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Which one would you pick?
Bruh. You know what?
Because it's going to tell me a lot about you. Which one would you pick?
Okay, look, if I can get the $500,000 from Jay-Z, then it's a win-win. Because I get a chance to talk to him.
Hold on. You're saying that you rather talk to Jay-Z in hopes of getting $500,000 instead of $500,000 in cash.
No, I'm saying I'll take the $500,000 if I get it straight from him. You know, like
no, you don't notice.
Not the question.
You don't notice. No, you don't notice.
What?
It's either talk to Jay-Z or take the money.
It's two doors. You can only go through one door.
I mean, come on, y'all. What y'all think I'm gonna pick? Okay,
Jay-Z.
For real. I mean, look. What would y'all pick? You know, because this is Jay-Z.
I mean, who wouldn't pick the money? You stupid if you don't pick the money. Okay, yeah, we rich gang up in here.
What if you already got the money though? What if you already got $500K?
Then I don't even need to talk to Jay-Z.
But then maybe you do because he might be able to inspire you and let
Bro,
you know where to put your
Jay-Z don't
stocks
want
at.
to talk to us.
You sure? Jay-Z's gonna come on 101.7 The Truth.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, so
I
just
gotta
a regular average person who probably got the $500,000. Jay-Z is what? You think he'll do business with him?
I'm certain that something can come of this. I mean,
you
Jay-Z,
can invest in one of his
Why are we
companies.
including him in this? He's just.
Well, think about this though, because Jay-Z has a cousin who actually resides here in Milwaukee. All right, he works at but actually owns a nice wing restaurant here and actually New York. Okay, Jay-Z heard him out, actually was willing to invest in the gentleman. Now he's opening up his own franchise. I think it's called Boss Wings or something like that. Buffalo Boss. Hey,
yeah, Buffalo Boss.
Buffalo Boss. Yeah, there you go. It's owned by Jay-Z cousin. Now
like
Milwaukee,
the franchise or just the stores?
The actual franchise is owned by Jay-Z's cousin. Yeah, and it started with a small investment. Okay, so
from Jay-Z.
Is that the one over there for 27th and
Buffalo Boss?
Yeah,
that's it.
They in the Sherman Phoenix as well.
There you go. Now it's a little bit different.
It's not. I'm still taking
Well, I'm still taking the money.
Taking the money.
I'm still taking the money because I can open up my own franchise with that kind of money.
I feel y'all. I mean, okay, look, if I'm going to be truthfully honest, and we only got a few minutes here. If I'm going to be truthfully honest, I'm going to take the money as well. I'm going to take the $500K. I would love to sit back and talk to Jay-Z because, honestly, you know what? Some conversations I've had with people are priceless. Some conversations I've had with people are priceless. You know, I've had conversations with crackheads before and told me never to smoke crack, you know, and that was very impactful to my life because I knew never to do drugs like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's also been CEOs I've talked to as well where I'm like, man, that's some really good advice. Like, I really do need whole life insurance, like, and these are the reasons why. You know, so sometimes some conversations with people, may it be a Jay-Z or Warren Buffett or Russell Simmons or Bill Cosby, you never know what might happen.
But Ben, I mean, how does it feel to hear that the person you would love to have a conversation with said that everything you need to know is already in the music?
I mean, honestly,
he gave you the blueprint.
He did give us the blueprint 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and honestly, if y'all weren't listening, it just went over your ears. You know what I'm saying? I was listening, and a lot of times that what Jay-Z was telling me actually got me to where I'm at right now. How about that?
Exactly.
How about them apples?
I guess what he's saying is just keep listening to the. You're saying you would like just additional conversation with them.
Yeah, because
you already listened to all.
You just want a picture.
Blueprint. Yeah.
I need my photo.
You just want a picture with
Jay-Z. Maybe we can get a verse from Jigga. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll go from there. Because ultimately, like, come on, who doesn't actually want to meet somebody who
they say don't meet your heroes?
Yeah, somebody will call this person their hero. Somebody, maybe not me. You know, he's just another man to me. But I would like to meet him to actually understand. Really? Okay, Jay-Z is Hov. Okay, he's one of the greatest rappers of all time, greatest business rapper of all time. His business acumen is there. He's a billionaire. All right, and I don't think there's much more that needs to be said about that. But I'm trying to get to them bees too.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Calling all Black-owned business and entrepreneurs. The award-winning 1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black Business Give Back. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com for your chance to sign up to receive 3 months of free advertising on The Truth, valued at $6,000. It is that easy. Grow your business today by signing up for our Black-owned business Give Back. For official contest rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com, member FDIC.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Social injustices have created a long-standing list of disparities in education access and the quality of education. Injustice is also seen in sexuality education provided to students. Students really need the full spectrum of what it means to have the information so that they can take care of themselves. Reproductive justice leaders advocate for schools to provide comprehensive sexuality education, which helps students to prevent unintended pregnancies and obviously increase their chances of graduating. It's really important for the listeners to remember that even if you don't have students in MPS, even if you're not a parent, those students are part of our community and they deserve our support. The more that they receive, the better off they are, the better off our community is.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 1017 The Truth.
Your love isn't confined to an advent calendar. It doesn't stop when the Christmas lights come down. With the Salvation Army, your love lasts all year long. It puts a present under someone's tree today and a roof over someone's head tomorrow. It brightens Christmas morning and the hardest nights for hardworking families. Together, we can love beyond Christmas. Donate today to support local families all year long at samilwaukee.org.
The WIAA football playoffs is here, and you know what that means, win or go home. We have a huge battle this Friday night as the number 2 seeded Marquette Hilltoppers take on the number 3 seeded Bayport Pirates. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, and Marquette University High School.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on The Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report in studio with Ben Jammin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni, Juice World in the building.
Yeah, giving that drop of juice.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Okay, I actually kind of like the conversation we were just having,
right.
And I want to bring that on air. So I had brought up the fact that Tia Mowry, a couple weeks ago, actually, she was on social media in an interview, and somebody asked her, how has the dating life been? Because, you know, she just got divorced from her husband. They were together, I want to say, 10, 15 years? I don't want to get it wrong, but a while.
Sister or something.
You know, a while. And she was just saying that the dating life has been extremely interesting for her because she's noticing that the guys that she's on these dates with, it seems as though they only want like one thing, you know, they want these situationships. It doesn't really seem like they want to be in real relationships with a person, and they just want it for one thing. And she said that men aren't really courting women anymore. And so, people in the comments were kind of coming for her because she has said, you know, when she was dating her husband, ex-husband, he was courting her and he was just so nice and it was just beautiful. But today we don't have that. And they said, girl, you need to go on back to your man. And I'm just like, how are y'all going to tell her to go back to something that no longer serves her just because, you know, it might be a little rocky right now? A relationship isn't the end all be all. But then that led Tory and me and Ben. I asked Tory, okay, how long would you wait to get the goodies from someone that you are interested in? Because, you know, you said
do we want to talk about
that.
right now or something I've done?
Right now.
Right now, today?
Yeah.
I want to make sure we're compatible. So whenever we do get in that space, I want to make sure we're compatible, because if we're not compatible, the relationship is trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, then now we're going to be like miserable.
Okay.
So whenever we do it, whether it's 2 days, 6 months, whatever, I just want the experience to be compatible, because a lot of people are not sexually compatible together.
So you want to build the compatibility and the chemistry up first before y'all actually get to that moment.
Well, nine times out of 10, we probably already got some type of chemistry going mentally, right? But if you get into it and the sex is trash, and you're not getting your needs met, it's going to cause problems.
Okay, Ben, how long would you be willing to wait? If you initially are on a date with somebody, when are you expecting to get whatever it is that you're trying to get?
You know what? I'm a 31-year-old man. And you know what? No, for real, Truth Nation.
Why you be playing with me?
What I'm saying, I'm just look. Okay, a younger Benjamin. I'm trying to tap in. Okay, if I'll meet you in the first 5 minutes, we can go ahead and do our thing. You know.
But what would you wait? Like, would you wait if she said no? I'm doing the 90-day rule.
Well, personally, a younger Ben, young Benjamin. Nah, I wasn't gonna wait. You was finna be out my mama's basement door, and I'll be on to the next one.
Wow.
I just kept it running like that. But an older Benjamin, Benjamin Hooks, Mr. Hooks, I'm waiting, because ultimately I don't want to hit the first night. I definitely, I mean, if it come around and we really vibing like that, that's a whole different story. But if it's just like a first night, date night, a little smooch here, smooch there, we can keep it moving and move around, because ultimately, I want, kind of like what Tory said, I want to become, invested in you to that point. I want to become emotionally invested into you to where, we do have our mental capability. I'm a sapiosexual.
Oh, gosh. So anything turns you on.
No, not anything.
Anything that turns your mind on,
it just has to
that light switch just goes up.
It just has to be intellectually inspiring, so
from anybody.
And truthfully, that has to, for me, that has to happen on the first date. Like, you have to really be able to tweak my mind. Like, you better make me think about something I've never thought of before. I tell you guys this all the time. Like, I love new ideas. When you feed me a new idea, I feel like I grew in just that moment. But I've had conversations with women before where she just didn't know herself, didn't have an identity of who she was. Oh my God, I dropped her at the cheeseburger place that down in Racing.
Said you had to use the bathroom.
Nah, I just told her what it was. I was like,
you
know what,
girl, you dumb too. You too dumb for me.
I told her that she didn't know herself. I was like, you know what, you don't know yourself, and you need time to figure that out. You can't do that with me. You got to figure that out on your own, because people get in these relationships but haven't built their own individual character yet. You know what I'm saying? So once you get into a relationship, you should have already, at least to some degree, handled your childhood traumas, figured out who you are, and before you decide to take on another individual. Because if we actually setting this up for marriage, you being my woman or whatever, you my responsibility, and vice versa. I'm supposed to be able to pick you up and take you to the next level. But how am I going to do that when you still facing past battles?
So you think that they have to be healed first before you can hop into something with them?
Some people need to be healed first, but some people just need some sexual healing too.
Hey, like I said, men, and like I said, we could have stayed friends. If sex comes into play when you want to get more intimate, right? So that's going to happen. I don't even know why it's a big fear of even having the sex, because if we're going to be together, it's going to happen. But you want to be compatible.
Yeah, you want to be compatible, but you know what? LT just texted in, and I saw this last night, and it made me so upset, because some of these women out here are just so bougie. But nowadays, you can't even take women out anymore. You can't take them to Cheesecake Factory. You too broke. Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden. You can't even take a woman to the movies on the first date anymore.
I think it depends on the woman that you are attracting yourself to.
I guess.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got guests. We got guests coming into the building. We got Penfield Children's Center coming into the building. And I got a question for Truth Nation. Hey, thank you, Benjamin.
It's amazing.
Thank you, Juice WRLD, for the Pop Culture Report. We'll be back with more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I don't want to say the flu is preventable, but we can make it less severe and spend less time in the hospital. As an underinsured group that's on intimate terms with death, that we don't exercise, we don't eat healthy. Now, of course, this isn't everybody, but it still impacts us more than anybody else. And so I can talk about racism. I think that we have some choices that we can make that we know can improve our outcomes, but we still seem to be so incredibly defiant.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer. Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello everyone, this is Ray Riley with your news update. A man is dead after exchanging fire with police officers from the roof of a middle school in Germantown. According to the Wisconsin Department of Justice, the incident happened Monday night when police officers responded to a report of a subject acting erratically at Kennedy Middle School. The suspect then climbed on top of the roof as police pursued him and opened fire on the officers. The police returned fire, and later the subject was pronounced dead on the scene. At the time, 50 to 70 students were inside the building, but the shooting is believed to be an isolated incident. A car and semi-collision at the Racine-Kenosha County line resulted in a call for flight for life. The crash happened Monday morning at 10 a.m. at County Highway KR and County Highway H. According to DOT video, the car was hit on the passenger side after running a red light. Several surrounding departments responded to the scene, however the status of the injured people is currently unknown. All-star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo has announced a contract extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. He announced Tuesday that he agreed to a 3-year extension worth $186 million. This will keep the athlete in Milwaukee until 2028. Antetokounmpo is currently under contract until 2025. Newly traded Damian Lillard is also signed to the Bucks until 2027. Both will be taking the court this Thursday at Pfizer Forum against the Philadelphia 76ers for the first game of the 2023-2024 season. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this thing. I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show this Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. And we got a guest in the building. We got Mark Stevens in the building. Hey, how you doing, Brother Mark?
I'm doing well. How are you?
October is Lead Poison Awareness Month.
Yes.
And you work with Penfield Children's Center. I appreciate you for coming through. You're the Director of Nursing Services.
Yes.
And I just want to have a conversation right now about the youth and the effects of lead poisoning and how can we help? Because we always talk about how bad it is, the things that, happens when the comprehension is disturbed. But Penfield Children's Center is actually working and developing ideas to help these young children.
Yeah. And with us, I think what we see a lot and what we're trying to change is that with lead poisoning, it's very reactionary.
Right.
Where we're finding out afterwards, and some of these symptoms, some of these, developmental delays, atypical development, behavioral issues that we're seeing are because it wasn't addressed when we could have.
Right.
With Penfield, from the United Way, we were able to get support where we can get out this information to families. And with Penfield, we work with a lot of families and their kids.
Powerful.
What we're able to do with that is we get to see these kids every single day.
Mm-hmm.
In some way or another, our therapists out in the homes or the kids coming in for early education, we can work with them there. We can give them the education, and we can start, getting on top of this lead issue that we're seeing over and over again in Milwaukee.
Now, for those that are listening right now, we have Mark Stevens, Director of Nursing. He works at Penfield's Children's Center. And what is lead poisoning?
Yeah, so lead poisoning is something that happens, and what we see a lot is through 3 separate sources. So it's through water, soil, or paint. Typically with paint, we're seeing that in older homes where the paint was lead paint. And it starts chipping off the walls, and kids are kids, and sometimes they get into things they shouldn't.
Right.
And that paint is causing lead poisoning. The water comes through lead pipes, unfiltered water, and then the other big one is soil. So our older homes, or if you're living around
the contamination.
Yes, if you live by older factories, those kind of things where lead was, prevalent in these places, and there's been no restorations or anything to address that. This lead poisoning then can harm kids. It gets into their blood, and it can cause, an array of different issues because of it.
And what are we missing out? Because they said that we're missing out on certain details when it comes. Is there any safe level of lead poisoning?
No.
Okay, so not even a sip of this is okay.
If it was possible, we would want all kids to have no signs of lead whatsoever in their blood.
So there's no safe lead level. Like sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, this is a 4.3." Then another kid will have a 23 point. So, but there's no safe level regardless of what's going on.
No.
Now, I see a lot of things going on where we talk about removing the lead laterals in the city to help out with the situation. We talk about trying to get information on the housing that has the lead. But when we talk about medical treatment, you don't see a diagnosis for a child with lead poisoning. You don't see like, okay, this child was lead poisoned. This is the formula to treat that.
Yeah. And one of the parts of that is how we're identifying lead poisoning in the children.
Right.
So there's medical recommendations. For kids, it's 3 times under 3. So getting a blood test at 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. And then once they get to 3, there's certain stipulations or certain things where they should get tested yearly. But again, these are recommendations. For families, they don't know when they're moving into somewhere unless they go and they research the internet or find an interactive map. Oh, this is a high lead area, or this house was built, before this year. This is something that we need to, look into. We need to get some lead abatement, something to make sure that we're safe. Usually it's we get to the doctor, they get their blood tested for one reason or another for lead, and that's how we find out.
Right. Now, there are some preventative strategies when you move into a home that you can take.
Yeah, and that's something that we're focusing on here at Penfield, is that we're providing kits to families to do as much as they can themselves in terms of cleaning out the lead.
Right.
So some of that is using a dry and wet Swiffer mop to make sure you're cleaning all the floors. Giving the family masks, giving them gloves, giving them garbage bags, where if they know there's a certain room where there's lead paint, they can work through that room, they can get everything stored up and get that out of the house so that lead is gone from the house.
And a lot of these things there are programs, lead abatement programs, that will give you paint things, ideas to tackle those issues.
Yes, yeah. And that's another part for us with a big push, is that making sure our families are aware of this. What I've seen a lot working with families where they may have a child who tests high for lead or is considered to have lead poisoning. It's, yes, they got tested, but now what? There's not a lot of guidance.
Next?
There's not a lot of, information for them to really know what to do, other than knowing that their children, may have lead poisoning and that they need to do something about it.
Truth Nation, we got Mark Stevens in the building, Director of Nursing Services. October is Lead Prevention Month. Penfield's Children's Center is in the building with us today. And this situation with lead, because I was being called to a lot of situations where people didn't know what to do. And the child was severely lead poisoned. So I had to do meetings. I had to bring awareness. And this was years ago when they didn't even admit, the city wouldn't even admit that it was actually coming through the water, So this was a long struggle to get to this point for me as an advocate. How are we dealing with the children now? How is Penfield dealing with the children that come in with the lead poisoning ideas? What are some of the strategies that you guys are using over there?
A big part for us is education. And providing to families what they should know, number one, to address any kind of lead poisoning or lead issues that they have. So that's through the ability to provide these kits and this education to families. We can show them, hey, have you gotten your child tested yet for lead? No. Do you need help finding a provider? Or, do you know what to ask for when you go to the doctor if they don't bring that up? And then from there, it's building on that education where, if they get that result where their child does have high lead, what steps do we have to go through next? Do we need to talk to our landlord about getting lead abatement done? Or do we need to take our kid back in and get treatment for this?
Right.
It's navigating those different kind of routes you have to take with lead poisoning that it's not common knowledge. It's not something that we talk about every day or, something that we're familiar with. And it's making families more empowered to have that, medical education and the ability to address it.
Now, what I'm seeing is that the lead, when you don't see it like until the child starts participating in education, from 0 to 6, and how much damage can lead cause a young child? When you talk about the development of the brain, when you talk about the child early development.
Yeah. So with lead poisoning, what we see as, if it's not addressed, there can be significant learning difficulties. There can be behavioral issues. We can see speech and language delays that, for a lot of this, it means we need to bring in interventions later in life. And because this has been going on for, 1, 2, 3, 5 years, all those interventions are already that far behind already where we need to catch that child back up.
Hey, look, I appreciate you coming in, Mark, because the thing is, there's a lot of children right now drinking out the faucets with no filters right now. And there are, daycares, even schools that have found to have lead coming through some of the water, some of the lead laterals that are going into some of these buildings. What can we do, to fight against the severe ideal of lead trauma and lead poisoning? Because a lot of times people don't understand the damage that lead causes. So when the child is not responding well, they probably can get angry and be like, why you're not listening, or why you're not doing what I told you, or, I just told you to sit down, but they'll sit down and stand back up. How can a parent deal with these things knowing that, they're going to have some difficulty with these children?
Yeah. And I think with that, number one, working with your provider. If there are medical interventions that have to be done, make sure that you're addressing those as soon as possible. When we're seeing more of a behavioral standpoint, or let's say like a speech and language, that's finding those local resources that have those specialties that can help your family and your child get back, some of these things that have been affected because of the lead poisoning. So, for speech, or a child who's having difficulty with speech or language, where can I go in the community to find a speech therapist? Or if you're having a child who has behavioral issues, what can I find in the community that can help support me, provide an environment for my child where, yes, these behavioral issues may come up, but where I can start addressing and helping my child out rather than, continuing on where I'm telling them to sit down, they're standing back up, and you don't have the interventions, you don't really have the tools to help the kid out.
Now, let's say I got a child that's lead poisoned. How do I get them involved with Penfield Children's Center?
I think for us right now, our big opportunity to families is, number one, we have our information available on our website. With this, what it does is the parent reaches out directly to us and can say, I have this many kids at home, or, it's just me in the home, whatever it is. Either I have concerns for lead, or I found that there is lead. What we'll do then is we'll get in contact with the family. Number one, provide them with a kit that can do that early cleanup. And then we're also available to provide those extra resources where we can start connecting them to, lead abatement programs, or if they are seeing some signs and symptoms in their kids, Penfield has multiple different programs that can address a lot of these needs. And then we can step in as one of their partners to help them address the issues.
Now, October is a lead prevention month. What is Penfield Children's Center doing to help spread the word and bring awareness during the month of October?
Yeah. So we're here right now, which is very helpful. Getting this out and letting people know that we're doing this. In addition to that, we have been pushing out more information, especially this week, because on top of Lead Prevention Month, this is Lead Prevention Week. So getting out through various media to the public, that we're available, we have kits, we have resources, we have education, and that we're here to help out those families that feel like they may be affected by lead poisoning, or if they just even need the information to make sure that they're one way or the other, that Penfield is here to support them.
Being advocates.
Yes.
Hey, look. Now, last question I'm going to ask you. They said it may take 20 years to remove all the lead laterals out of these homes in the city of Milwaukee. When you hear that, knowing how much of a issue it is with the young people, and a lot of people are not educated enough to understand how to avoid being, lead poison, because sometimes they don't even know, and when you hear it takes 20 years to remove all these lead laterals in the city of Milwaukee, that they have this long-term plan, what do you think about that?
I think this is that advocacy part where people who are familiar with it or people who do want to learn more and support this is where we have to get out and really push for this. As we look at our families and we see how frequently it's happening and how high the rates are across different parts of Milwaukee, we need people to get out and support this and get the word out to other people, make them aware that this is even a thing that's going on, just because it really is, it's not addressed as much as we'd like it to, but it's definitely a serious problem for the city of Milwaukee that we need to fix.
Hey, look, come in anytime, Mark, especially when it comes to the children. We got to do all we can to protect our future, and I appreciate you for coming in, because many times these things go off the radar, and we got to continue to talk about it and be advocates for these young children and try to prevent more of these children from not actually becoming lead poison. Yes. So I appreciate Penfield Children's Center for being on the front lines with this. Once again, I'm in the studio with Mark Stevens, Director of Nursing. If you want to get in contact with Penfield's Children's Center, that's www.penfieldchildren.org/lead prevention.
Yes.
Hey, look, let me know what I can do.
Definitely.
To help spread the word.
Yes.
I appreciate you for coming through, Mark.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. When we come back, I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Perspective is essential. What I found is the news behind the news is more important. I want you to leave my show with a sense of knowing what was missing that adds depth to the conversation. Tune in Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, or 1017thetruth.com.
Every family deserves a home to grow, thrive, and make memories, including ones earning between $7, $25, and $15 an hour. Learn about the new affordable housing opportunities coming to Wauwatosa and Brown Deer. Attend the Milwaukee County's affordable renting housing information sessions on Monday, October 30th at the North Avenue Marketplace for Wauwatosa and Thursday, November 2nd at the Brown Deer Park Clubhouse for Brown Deer. Both sessions start at 5:30 p.m. In Wauwatosa and Brown Deer, over 80 brand new rental housing units will be built in each of these communities. For more information and to reserve your seat, visit Milwaukee County Office of Equity page at county.milwaukee.gov or by calling 414-309-5028. That's 414-309-5028. These sessions are hosted by the Milwaukee County Office of Equity and Community Development Alliance.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Are you a Black woman in Milwaukee County who's experienced trauma? You're not alone. The Center for Leadership of African Women's Wellness is here for you. They're a healing circle supporting Black women who have experienced trauma. They believe that you are more than the challenges that you face. Their health equity workshops, drum circles, town halls, and peer support specialists provide support and compassion, helping every woman find the strength to heal. Visit claw.org, that's CLAWW.org. Claw, they believe in the power of healing. It's time to get ready for the best night of the year, the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball on November 4th. Get your tickets and secure your sponsorships now. The Black and White Ball sells out each year, and you don't want to miss the opportunity to celebrate and support the work of Greater Milwaukee Urban League. This year's special entertainer is the legendary Grammy-winning R&B and jazz artist Patrice Rushen. Get your tickets now for the best night of the year at the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball by visiting tmul.org. That's tmul.org.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Got no money. I ain't got no car to take you on a date. I can't even buy you flowers. But together we be the perfect soulmates. Talk to me, girl.
You can still touch my love, it's free. We can work without the perks, just you and me. Work it out till we get it right. Baby, if it's true,
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, I got a question for Truth Nation. And this has been zooming around the internet, this question I'm going to ask, because I just think it's ridiculous, but this is what they clicking on. This is what they scrolling with within the last couple of days. There has been this list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And this was compiled by a bunch of ladies who reached out to put this list together. And to me, the first date nowadays, with everything that's going on, you just wanted to have a nice conversation. The first date, nice conversation, try to get to know each other, laid back. You may go and try to do some fun things, but I think that the first date is really trying to find the chemistry, the vibe, if there's a vibe, you know what I mean? But I'm seeing this list, DJ Brother Z. I'm seeing this list of places women absolutely refuse to go on the first date, DJ Brother Z. And it just made me raise an eyebrow. Now, there's 28 places on this list that women absolutely refuse to go on the first date. Now, I don't know if this is all women, but this is a list that was made in a group by ladies. So I don't know if this is an official list. This is not all the women in the world. This is just something that's out here that everybody's been talking about. And we got the list right here, DJ Brother Z. Truth Nation, I want to read off some of the things on this list, and I want to open up the lines. I want to know, are these some places that you refuse to go on the first date? And I want to know how the men feel as well. This is a list by women, a group of women that says they refuse to go to these places on the first date. And number one on the list, and I don't know I don't even know if this is in any order. It's just a bunch of places. So I'm going to just go according to the list that I got. The Cheesecake Factory.
Number 2.
Applebee's.
Number 3.
Chili's.
Number 4.
Chipotle.
Number 5.
The Olive Garden? Hold on, wait a minute. You don't want to go to the Olive Garden on the first date?
Damn.
And the Cheesecake Factory. Chili's ain't too bad. Number 6. The movies. You don't want to go to the movies?
Bruh.
On the first date? Hey. Number 7, your house.
Damn.
I can see how that could be creepy. You don't want to go to nobody's house on the first date unless they like a gourmet chef and they got like a real extravagant gourmet chef like meal. He done whipped it up in the kitchen. Maybe you may consider that. This list is just getting ridiculous. Any fast food chain. They don't want to go to no fast food like Wendy's, McDonald's, Culver's. Hey, they don't want no Butterburgers, DJ Brother Z, on the first date. 9, and now 9 is one of my favorite places. You know, I love this place. Buffalo Wild Wings. You telling me on the first date you don't want to hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings? Number 10, Wingstop. Now, number 11 is interesting to me. Number 11 is interesting to me because it was a man that got exonerated out of prison. Yeah, he got exonerated out of prison, and he didn't want nothing but to go to Red Lobster. Now, if the brother that just spent 30 years behind bars and he want to just go chill and relax at Red Lobster, you don't want to go to the Red Lobster on the first date? Hey, I'm raising an eyebrow. I don't know who these women who made this list, but I bet you they scream out ski yeet.
Ski.
Hey, that's a buffet. They don't want to go to a buffet where you got all these options on things to eat. Hey,
Not even a Chinese one?
not yet. That's what I'm saying. The Chinese, but I mean, you don't want to go to where you have variety
Literally all you can eat?
on the first date. IHOP. I don't know. IHOP, you know, Denny's. I was on the list at 14. The gym. Maybe they want to see you in your yoga stretch pants and see what's happening.
Bruh.
At the gym. I don't see going to the gym on the first date either. I mean, I can see that. Church. You might need a little prayer. If you're about to start a relationship, you might need some healing from the last relationship. You might need to go to church on the first date. 17, Starbucks. I can see that. Coffee dates. 19, ice cream dates. You don't want to go get no ice cream? You don't want to go to Leon's? Oh, wow. Well, I don't even know. At this point, I don't know where we going on the first date. If these women saying that these are the places that they don't even want to go. Number 20, family functions. Well, I can see that because I may not want you to know my family or, you know.
Not on the first date.
Not on the first date. You know, if you're going to meet my close family members, you know, people that I hang out, maybe you're not ready for that on the first date. I can see that. Movie night. They don't want to Netflix and chill on the first date. They don't want to watch Netflix, Hulu, etc. None of the streaming services.
They don't want to Hulu and do you?
That's what they calling it?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Hey. Somewhere, number 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. Like you don't want to drive to Kentucky with me.
Guess we can't go to Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags is a little bit way away, but they don't want to go on no long rides. They don't want to be in the car with you by themselves. They want to drive separate. Bowling. You don't want to go bowling on the first date? Somebody got to help me out, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I'm reading off this list where some women made this list to say that they refuse to go on the first date to these places. And some of these places is pretty decent. Somebody says, Angela on the Talk to Text line says, strip club wasn't on there. Oh, wow. Y'all want to go to the strip club on the first date?
Straight up.
Ski. Hey. Hey. I don't know what this new generation own when I'm reading this list. Also, they say 24 are nightclubs. I guess strip clubs would be in the nightclub idea.
I feel like, yeah, that would count.
I think that includes the strip club. 25, the hookah bar. They don't want to go to the hookah bar on the first day. I can see that. A bar for just drinks. They don't want to go to the bar, to the happy hour for the drinks. Maybe somebody might be trying to get them drunk on the first day. The Waffle House. I guess they don't want to go to the Waffle House on the first date.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I heard they be getting kind of crazy at Waffle Houses.
Sports events. They don't want to go to the sports events. So if I wanted you to go to the Packer game, you don't want to go?
So if I wanted to take you to the Bucks home opener,
right,
courtside,
you don't want to go.
Bet.
That's what these ladies are saying.
Bet.
Hey, I don't know what type of women that they put this list together, but it seems delusional. It seems real delusional. It was only a few things on this list where I can see, meeting at somebody's house, on the first date. That might be a little creepy. The gym, family functions. But everything else seems like, hey, depending on the mood, it may not be that bad. 5145 says, those are all the places teens go on dates. As you get older, you evolve. All those places serve unhealthy food, and that's why Americans are obese right now. They don't want to go to none of the fast food, none of these places. They saying it's unhealthy food being served at the Cheesecake Factory. DJ Brother Z. Wow, I thought they had salad.
I was going to say, they got salads.
They got salad options. 7551 says, flip it around, Tory. Read a list where women want to go on the first date since all being so picky. Hey, the hell with y'all. Hey, look, I want to know, where can we go? Because, look, I was going to take you to Applebee's. You can get the $1 margaritas. Hey, turn up. They going to Applebee's. You seen those videos of those girls that's been getting drunk at Applebee's because they got the $1 margaritas?
Falling out,
fighting, and all kinds of stuff, getting all emotional after too many $1 margaritas. Look, if you want to chime in, 833-212-1017, talk to text 833-212-1017. Where is a good place to go on the first date? Since these people don't want to go to restaurants, they don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden. I'm surprised the Olive Garden, the movies. You don't want to go to the movies, Red Lobster. I want women to chime in on this because I need to know, where do we go? 1105 says they too bougie. But where do the bougie women want to go? Pool party wasn't on here. Hey, well, we got Kiana on the lines. We're going to talk to Kiana when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
All right, Team Pella, listen up.
Thanks, John Kuhn. Customers love our products with limited lifetime warranties.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Check out these big plays. Incredible innovations like blinds and shades between the glass, stylish windows with hidden screens that make game days a breeze. The installation is complete in as little as a day, leaving no mess, no hassle, just perfect results. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Let's go.
6.99 APR for 120 months. Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offers end 10/31/2023.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
What this journey has taught me is exercise patience with yourself. The recovery is long and it's going to be hard, but you have to be patient with it and you will get through it. That's what it's taught me. Another thing that's very important is changing my lifestyle, changing what I eat, how I cook, how I order. That is very important. I think nutrition has everything to do with your body makeup and how you're going to wake up and feel the next day. And if I'm not eating right, I'm not going to feel right. And that could be whatever choice it is. But for me, it's less of one protein versus the other. And that just helped me just repurpose myself and make myself feel better. And knowing that I'm doing everything I can to reset and refocus and remove this cancer from my body. And that's what changed. And that was hard, but it's well worth it.
What are you looking forward to moving forward?
I'm looking forward to getting back into work. The Truth has meant everything to me. It's my dream role, and I'm so excited to return back to work. I'm looking forward to living my best life, and that means a better work-life balance, traveling, spending time being an empty nester. It's a new chapter, and it's a new day. And I turned 50, and I want to know what that next chapter looks like, and what that means. Being 50 and being a cancer survivor all in one. But it's, like I said, cancer doesn't define who I am. It's something that happened to me. So I'm excited to rebuild this puzzle, have new wardrobe maybe, and just go at it and thrive through what life brings to me and be a fighter every step of the way.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. Bucks fans everywhere have reason to celebrate today. According to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, Giannis and Milwaukee have agreed to a 3-year, $186 million contract extension on Monday. That deal will take him through the 2028 season. Bucks will officially open the season on Thursday night against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Texas Rangers will await the winner of the NLCS. They go on for the Game 7 11-4 win on Monday night in Houston. Game 1 of the World Series will begin Friday in Texas. Week 7 of the NFL concluded on Monday night as the Vikings took down the Niners by a final score of 22-17. The Packers will play host to Minnesota this upcoming Sunday at Lambeau Field. And lastly, Wisconsin redshirt freshman quarterback Braden Locke was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week, announced by the conference on Monday. The Sports Update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In the car, I just can't wait to pick you up on our very first date. Is it cool if I hold your hand? Is it wrong if I think it's lame to dance? Do you like my stupid hair? Would you guess that I didn't know what to wear? I'm just scared of what you think. You make me nervous, so I really can't eat.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I've been reading this list. List of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. Hey, this list was made up on social media by a bunch of women. And, some of the places on this list, I thought these were good places to take people. The Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain that don't want to do that. Buffalo Wild Wings is one of my favorite places. I take my buddies. We all go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I guess a lot of them are closing down. Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's. Everybody go to Denny's after hours. They open late. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Where do you want to go? Kiana, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, y'all. I am sitting here cracking up at y'all. Y'all so
Hey,
funny
this
today.
is what the ladies just said. The ladies have spoken on this little list.
No. Those ladies have spoken.
Right.
Not this lady. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure it's a bunch of females who do not feel like that. I guarantee you, if you look at how many people they surveyed, if they did survey any women, I guarantee you all of those women are single. And you know why? Because it's okay to have standards. It's okay to have, to know what you want. But dude, on the first date, it's the first date. The first date is just for you to introduce yourself to each other. Why would somebody go all out for that reason? And I guarantee you that don't impress me. Because if this is how you spend your money, I don't want you no way. That means you don't value your money. You know what I'm saying? I want to see I want to see a person who can budget their money a little better than that.
That sounds like a grown, mature idea. What you're just talking about, budgeting.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's okay if a person can afford it, but I don't want you spending your month's rent on taking me out on the first date. That's just stupid.
Hey, you got to prove. I guess you got to prove to me you a boss. Hey, where would a boss take?
Prove to me you a boss.
I want to get. I want to get somebody to flew me out. They want to get flued out.
Yep.
Hey.
But those are those girls who walk around with these Louis bags and these, red bottoms, and then they living with their mama though.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
These guys driving around in these real good cars, but they living with their baby mamas though. Don't nobody own nothing. You're financing this car and you're renting this house, and that's why you have money. Real people, regular people don't have money like that.
All right. Hey.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so where would you love to go? Where on the first date? Where do you think is a great idea for a first date?
Honestly, I honestly would like to go on for like a picnic. Like, take me to the lakefront. Let's go on a picnic, somewhere just us. It's still public, so if you try anything, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to put the flip-flops on you, but it's also people there to witness, but we're alone, too, because the restaurant can be still a little much. That's just my preference, though.
Okay.
Just take me so we can, talk and get to know each other.
A nice little picnic.
Yeah, a nice little picnic. Walk on the beach.
You know that a lot of people associate picnics with how they used to do black people back in the day. So,
yeah.
If the super conscious people, they might say, "Hey, look, you don't know the original idea from this picnic idea." Hey.
Well, it's better than going to get coffee.
Hey.
Going to get coffee is having, is doing a do. That's worse than Netflix and chill.
All right, Netflix and chill. Hey, Hulu and what? What'd you say, DJ Brother Z? Hulu and what?
Hulu and do you?
Hulu and do you? Hey.
Oh, y'all cracking me up.
All right. Hey, I thank you for tapping in, Kiana. Hey, we got Eddie on the lines. Eddie, you're on the new 1017 The Truth.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, brother Eddie? This list of places that they don't want to go on a first date. It's some shocking places on here that would make great first dates. Help me understand, Eddie. What's going on here?
I will help you understand. Women today are out of hand. And they're delusional, and they think they deserve more than they do. Of course, they talk about equal. Let me do it again. Equal. But the premise of these first dates are the guy takes the girl out on a date. And I'm actually for it. I'm a guy, I feel weird when a chick buys. Like if I leave my wallet at home or something, or I just don't feel right. I think a guy should buy. because that's traditional, but I think women should act traditionally also. So they don't, though. They want the benefit of being a modern woman, but then they want a traditional man who will pay for them also. So they've kind of pieced this together so they're always winning, and it's always at our expense. Okay, that's number one. Number two is guys allow these chicks to get away with it. If I say to a broad, hey, I'm going to take you here for dinner, she says, I don't want to go there, I'd be like, bye-bye. Date's done. You know, I think what I would do on my next date, and I'm tired of dating, I'm burnt out, is take them to a homeless shelter. You know what I mean? Take them to a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter, and let them work their way up. They want 5 stars. They want Michelin. They want Chez Paul. That's 2 years down the line. Otherwise, they get George Webb's, Burger King, and maybe some 3-star restaurant with a Groupon. Make them earn it, because now they're just so demanding. I want this and I want that. And I'm going to go here. You're going to take me, right? You're going to take me, right? You're going to pay equal. You're going to pay for my dinner. You're going to pay for everything. I'm a modern woman. You're going to pay, though, right? So if guys allow them to get away with it, they'll get away with it. And that's really the truth. Guys are allowing this by putting up with their bad behavior. So on that note, I'm going to go. I'm going to get back on the ladder. It's a beautiful day to paint, Tory. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Eddie. Hey, talk to you tomorrow. Hey, look, when we come back, hey, I'm going to read some of these talk to text. If you want to chime in on the conversation, 833-212-1017. Talk to text, 833-212-1017. Where would you take somebody on the first date if you're a guy? Let the guys call in and say where they believe a beautiful first date would be because they paying for it. Hey, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Milwaukee Bucks season starts Thursday night, and we know the whole city is hyped for the official debut of Giannis and Dame on the court together.
Truth Nation, we want to make sure that you are in on the action, and this is why we will be broadcasting the Bucks vs 76ers game live on 1017 The Truth. Yep, the home of Milwaukee Black Talk is now the home of the Milwaukee Bucks this Thursday for the season opener.
So make sure you catch Bucks basketball on The Truth this Thursday as the Bucks welcome the 76ers into Fiserv Forum. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. with tip-off set for 6:30 p.m.
Milwaukee and surrounding areas, prepare to be scared. Boom!
Get ready as the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce presents
The Chamber of Horrors.
Every
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October
from 7 p.m. to midnight. Ages 14 and older are recommended.
Visit the chamber after work hours for a night of horror. Only if you dare.
The address is 2900 West Village Street.
$15 to enter, but you might not leave. Go to twbcc.com and click more for details. So visit the Chamber of Horrors Haunted House, open every weekend in October.
At 29th and Village.
And prepare to be scared.
Want to save energy and money? With an energy-efficient home, you will use less and save more. We Energies has simple tips to help you reduce energy costs, like unplug fully charged cell phones to avoid wasted energy or clear furniture or rugs away from vents to improve airflow. Get a free online home energy assessment and learn more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com. We Energies. Simple, smart savings.
It's big week for First Stage. Truth Nation, the NAACP Image Award nominated novel, The Forgotten Girl by India Hill Brown, will be coming to the Milwaukee Youth Arts Center in Milwaukee. The play follows the journey of teens looking to learn about their town's history of segregation. This entertaining play runs from October 20th to November 12th. Big Week on 1017 The Truth is sponsored by First Stage. Visit firststage.org today to get tickets to The Forgotten Girl.
After you've been seriously injured, it can be difficult to deal with the insurance company. Don't take them on alone. At Gruber Law Offices, our team is here to help 24/7. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Check. Straight up, dog. Straight up. Yeah, straight up. Hello. Hey. Bitch, I go by Mike Guns. Straight up.
One on one, 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Look, we've been talking about this first date list on where not to go, where women say that they don't take me to this place. Now, this don't reflect all women. Now, this is a group of women that was online that when they posted this, they said that this was the bunch of places that they refused to go on the first day. I don't know what kind of women, ladies put this list together, but it was only about 4 or 5 things on this that made sense, like going to somebody's house, the gym, hookah bars, things like that. But ice cream, you don't want to go get no ice cream. I mean, where we going? You don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. You don't want to go to Red Lobster. You don't want to go to the Olive Garden. Where are we going? And then if you ask them where to go, where they want to go, they'll say, you pick a place.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to pick one of these places on this list. Hey, Mr. Moore, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
What up?
How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Moore? Where you taking somebody on the first date?
What you want to eat? No, what you want to eat. That's what they be saying. I used to, and when I was out there in that dating world, I remember this one time. I said fast. That restaurant down there around the corner from north off of Prospect. Took a girl out. She ordered steak. I'm in my mind like, why she's skinny dinner a toothpick? Why she ordering steak? So we eat the meal. She ain't eat the meal at all.
What?
She messed with the steak. And then when I'm about to pay for the check, right? She like, you want this steak?
What?
That make you sit up. So I tell the waiter, look, hey, split this bill up, and I'm gonna pay for what I got, and let's see if she got the money for that. So he did that. I'm sitting there. She looking like, you ain't gonna pay the bill. I said, why would I pay for something you ain't eat? I don't want the steak. You ordered it. If you don't want it, take it home with you, and you can pay for it. You should have just saw how irate she got. I told her, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? My pit bull, he'll eat it, and so I paid for it. You where? No, I'm finna go get the car, and I kept going.
Oh, wow.
A couple of people, this one took a couple of women, said, I don't know if y'all might know about this place. It's called Fourth Base. You ever heard of Fourth Base? Fourth Base? You ever heard of Fourth Base?
No, I never heard of it.
It's right across the street from the Veterans Hospital. It's a bar, but it's a 5-star restaurant inside of there. Take some girls. Oh, I don't want to go there. I'm like, what? Well, I'm gonna go get some meat in there. I want y'all to come in here with me. So I take them in there. Everything in there big. I mean, snow crab, big on.
That's what the Pentagon was paying for.
Hey, I know, sir. No, you ain't ready for this. This ain't what you do. I'll take you to Wendy's. Don't even worry about it. Sometimes you got to be like that. But like today, when I met my wife, man, I went to her crib and I cooked for her. And dude, don't you know I ain't been, I'm still cooking.
Wow.
Man, I'm still cooking. She won't cook at all.
Oh, wow. Hey, a way to a woman's heart is to her stomach. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversations, Truth Nation. Stay like they right here on Tory Lowe.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Coming with straight truth.
In my lifetime, I've watched, well, we got to intercede when they're in high school. We got to intercede when they're a junior. Intercede when they're a sophomore, freshman. Got to intercede when they're in 8th grade. It's the time in between. Oh, no, it's 6th grade. It's 5th grade. Now we're talking 3rd grade. So at what point will we figure out it's a good time?
Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or a warm meal to eat, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
But the good news is, there's an organization making a big difference. Covenant House.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and the tools they need to succeed in life.
I have no words to express how Covenant House changed my life. They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, and love, most of all love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges, and their lives are transformed.
Covenant House is changing the lives of young people in cities across America.
To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Join the movement. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A man is dead after exchanging fire with police officers from the roof of a middle school in Germantown. According to the Wisconsin Department of Justice, the incident happened Monday night when police officers responded to a report of a subject acting erratically at Kennedy Middle School. The suspect then climbed on top of the roof as police pursued him and opened fire on the officers. The police returned fire, and later the subject was pronounced dead on the scene. At the time, 50 to 70 students were inside the building, but the shooting is believed to be an isolated incident. A car and semi-collision at the Racine-Kenosha County line resulted in a call for Flight for Life. The crash happened Monday morning at 10 a.m. at County Highway KR and County Highway H. According to DOT video, the car was hit on the passenger side after running a red light. Several surrounding departments responded to the scene, however the status of the injured people is currently unknown. All-star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo has announced a contract extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. He announced Tuesday that he agreed to a 3-year extension worth $186 million. This will keep the athlete in Milwaukee until 2028. Antetokounmpo is currently under contract until 2025. Newly traded Damian Lillard is also signed to the Bucks until 2027. Both will be taking the court this Thursday at Pfizer Forum against the Philadelphia 76ers for the first game of the 2023-2024 season. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this nigga. I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show. Live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me this third hour of the Tory Lowe Show this Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. And Tyrese Gibson is back in the news because his ex is saying that she want to reconcile. She's open to reconciling the marriage, but this is the thing. Tyrese responds to his ex-wife Samantha Lee saying she's open to reconciliation, but he calls her a narcissist and sociopath. Hey, it took me a while to realize women got egos too. Like I thought egos was a guy thing. Kanye West, I got a big ego. But male and females got egos. And then when you hear the word narcissist or sociopath, most people equate that to men. But there are female narcissists out here. Females are narcissists and sociopaths too. I don't think it's just one or the other. I think it's traits of both, in both male and female. But she gets on this podcast, and to me, this is what I want people to understand when I listen to these things. His ex said that she didn't have the right people in her ear while she was going through what she's calling being intoxicated, emotionally intoxicated. And this is what I was always trying to get people to know. You got to be careful of who you surround yourself with, because when you're going through situations with in life, and you go and you kind of open up to certain people, sometimes these people may not qualify or have the experience to discuss what's going on. Like if you're in a marriage, why would you go discuss ideas with people who are single? Or the marriage, they probably were in a relationship, but it went left. I mean, I'm not saying they can't give any good advice, but what I'm saying is sometimes you can have the wrong advice from the people that's close to you, and it can happen. But this is what she's saying. She didn't have the right people in her ear. Let's listen and see what she was talking about.
Do you think you still would have actually gone through a divorce?
Not that time.
Okay.
Oh, I've never said this publicly.
No, this is what we do.
This is initiated exclusive, baby. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No. And that's the truth. I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember when I made the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. I'm an extremely emotional person, but I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. And so in those moments, you need somebody for that person.
See, this, even though it's Tyrese and we're using his situation as a sample of what I'm trying to say, sometimes you need to surround yourself with mature thinkers. And we talk about this all the time when we talk about regrouping, rethinking, and reshaping the black man, the black woman, and black child. Many times we have people who may have skewed views of life, and maybe it's reasonable that they feel that way because their experience have allowed them to come up with certain opinions that they believe is true from their perspective. But let's say I'm having issues, and I'm in a situation where I need some real advice. Sometimes these people may not be the right people to go to for that advice because their vision of what relationships are, or they may not be able to maintain one, or they may have never reached the level of marriage with somebody. Then they'll tell you something and you get this advice and you use it, and then you may look back and be like, dang, I probably shouldn't have did that. But now it's too late. It's burnt up. Tyrese has responded. Do we got any audio on Tyrese responding to this, what this woman is saying? Hey.
Hold on. Look, man, I was not going to respond to this video of my ex that's now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up. Listen, man, listen. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child. We both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family.
Wow.
You're heartless.
Wow.
None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the Bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. Wow. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't.
Oh, wow.
If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't.
Well,
now you are here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was.
Wow. Hey, she might be a narcissist. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. You know, when you talk about the mind frame that's out here, I think that's why when you analyze these ideas of celebrities going through where they got money, where they can take people to places extravagant, and they having these issues, you know, it just makes you scratch your head. What are we doing? You know, as far as like when it comes to our community, when we're getting together, what are we using to come together? Because long as they can keep us divided, arguing with each other, you know, tearing each other down, we're not going to see the real goals that need to be obtained, because we're so busy stressing each other out. And this is why I try to talk about these things, because we need to get better people around us. And I was talking to Benjamin earlier, and I was like, you know what? I have to take the blame many times. Tory Lowe, I have to take the blame for being around the wrong people, because maybe I didn't do enough research to go where the right people were. Maybe I was just in my comfortable space, and I was dealing with people from the comfortable space that was right in front of me. Maybe I should have took some time to just regroup, rethink, and reshape, and move to where the people that thought like me, that wanted the same ideas as me, go where they are. You know, and sometimes we forget that many times we deal with things that are in front of us, and we're trying to force those people in front of us to have the same logic, or we think that they may share the same logic, when we should actually remove ourselves from ideas that don't kind of balance out with us, and go where we think that is best, the best people with the same thoughts, or maybe they won't fight so much of the things that we're trying to do. Let's get around each other to progress. Because so many people are trying to fit pieces of the puzzle into a spot that don't fit. And then when it don't fit and everything goes to crap, you like, man, I thought that this person with this was this and that, but really you are looking at the potential of that person and not getting around people who actually want to do what you want to do. So I had to learn that when I got mature enough to understand that maybe some of this is my fault, because I'm not placing myself around people, actual people that think that we actually think alike, instead of forcing somebody to think like me. Hey, we gonna head to the lines. Black Conscious, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah, you know I called back twice. It's really
I
something
see.
important.
Hey,
but here's the deal. My great mother, may she rest in peace, told me, let's not resort into call and name calling all that, because he chose her. And she used to also say, when you get to name calling and all that, instead of moving on, you're still hurt. And it's evidence of that. But for him to get to calling her all type of these names, bro, either you were blind or she showed you some sign, yet still you married her. You chose her. So and we don't always have to respond because they put something out. We don't always, even when you know deep down inside how much you hurt you, but you know the truth, everything don't need a response to.
Right.
Because he's still gonna live his life. He gonna do his thing, but now you coming off real petty, bruh. You stooping low, even lower to what she did. So if you was hurt, truly hurt by that,
that's that man's wife, though.
Hey, but yet still things happen.
And he sounds like he's still in court. Hold on, he sounds like he's still in court with her.
With all that being said, but you don't give her any more ammunition that she needs by going toe to toe, because now she's gonna raise the stakes. Just let it be, and
just let it subside.
On. Hey, be the more mature person, and not even deal with it by going to have a response, and then you get off into all this name calling stuff, and you coming off just like she is, or what you said she is.
Well, he was just trying to let everybody know that it was outlets there. He said that she had the pastor there, all these people around her, and then she getting on the social media acting like, it was only the wrong people in her ear. Hey.
Thank you for bringing this other topic up. That's why your marriage failed. Look who you had marry you. $4. Come on, man.
Hey.
You was doomed from the get-go.
Oh, wow.
Bruh.
All right, hey.
I mean, really. But the point is, the more to the message is, Milwaukee, keep your business to yourself. Don't resort to name calling, and you ain't got to respond to everything. It's just that simple.
Okay.
Peace, King. Live righteous.
All right. Hey, look, also we got people on the Talk to Text lines chiming in on this where to go on the first date. There was a list that was put out on social media, and all the places on this list, the majority of them, I probably would have took somebody there. And it's like, hey, where to go? But people are chiming in. Okay, LT is on the lines. He's saying that, yes, women can be narcissists. That's why I sent the pop culture list over with the restaurants black women say they will not go on the first date. Right. And we already had that list up before we even came into the studio today. I gave DJ Brother Z the list because everybody was talking about it on social media. And I'm happy, this was the topic of conversation because, this is where, we have to kind of, regroup, rethink, and reshape how we getting down out here, because now it's getting ridiculous. Now I can't take nobody to the Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster or to the Olive Garden. These was the top restaurants when we was coming up. Hey, Fran says we need to upgrade his phone before he talks about dates.
I'm talking about Mr. Moore because he
Mr. Moore. Yeah, we need Mr. Moore need to get an iPhone.
Got to be able to FaceTime her.
Hey, got to be able to FaceTime. Al says, who are any of us to say what is more mature or a better way to handle the way the man or woman decides to handle their relationship breakup? Black conscious. That's what Al is saying. Wesley says, good afternoon, Mr. Lowe. If you're not just out for a quick booty call and you're actually trying to find somebody to fall in love with, the best first date is to go to grocery store and buy something to make dinner with and go to the girl's parents' house. Go to her parents' house? Go to the girl's parents' house and cook them some dinner so you can get to know them right away. If her family seems junk, you can end it that night and not waste your time. So he's saying go somewhere, fix the meal for the whole family and evaluate the mother and the dad or, her close family members. And if they crazy, you can hit the eject button.
On the first date?
On the first date. Hey, he trying to say, hey, look, he going for it all on the first date. Dion, the nun, says that's why a lot of these women need them a stud. What?
Bruh.
Hey, Sir Chan says Eddie does have a point. Some women do, in fact, need to be humbled. Alleviate the necessity, them having the premature entitlement syndrome. Now, maybe not to the degree of one of those steps being dining out a damn soup kitchen. Oh, Eddie talking about dining out of the soup kitchen. He said maybe not to that extent, but at a ratchet level fast food spot in the hood, but understands his premise. Hey, Sir Chance, I think that was a lot of ideas jumbled into one, but I try to understand. I understand that you was pulling out some points, but yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes people do need a reality check. 6176 says if you take her to one of those places and she doesn't want to go there, I tell you where to take her. You take her back home. Hey. Look, Truth Nation, y'all chiming in. Look, some of y'all got to get y'all texting a little bit better now. I'm trying to read them, but y'all, sometimes y'all grammar be a little bit off. Y'all going to have to do a spell check. Renee says, wouldn't casual but not junk food eating places contribute to being more relaxed and more genuine, with a fancy restaurant leading more to putting on pretenses? I don't know. I'm trying to read them, y'all. Y'all got to get them. Y'all got to get these things straight. But look, when we come back, I got a story that I wanted to get to about this young boy that was sentenced to 50 years in prison. We're going to find out why. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Tory Lowe, and I am Milwaukee. The Tory Lowe Show has become a resource for the community. I enjoy having open, on-air discussions about what we can do to regroup, rethink the black man, the black woman, and the black child. This show is about that action, and I want all the smoke. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're listening to Black Chamber Radio. December 8th, 2023, the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce will once again bring to life the Black and Diverse Business Showcase. You should be there. Featuring black and diverse businesses from around the state. You should be there. TWBCC.com to register now. You should be there. Vendors, you should be there. Entrepreneurs, you should be there. Elected officials, you should be there. TWBCC.com to register now.
You should be there.
You will never see black and diverse businesses the same way again. You should be there. Register at TWBCC.com today so you can be there. December 8th, 2023.
You should be there.
You should be there.
Bucks basketball is back. A new era tips off with Coach Griffin at the helm, alongside returning favorites and exciting new additions. It's Dame time, Milwaukee. Don't miss a moment of the action. From the electrifying slam dunks to the roar of 18,000 fans, all unfolding live at Pfizer Forum. Secure your seats now. Visit Bucks.com/tickets and join us for an unforgettable season of Bucks basketball. There's a seat waiting for you at Pfizer Forum. Secure yours now at Bucks.com/tickets.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far you're driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. It needs you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
The WIAA football playoffs is here, and you know what that means. Win or go home. We have a huge battle this Friday night as the number 2 seeded Marquette Hilltoppers take on the number 3 seeded Bayport Pirates. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, and Marquette University High School. It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I done gave the chance too many years that I won't get back. And I swear I done shed too many tears for that I won't get back. Yeah, I got in the graveyard, in the state yards. I swear not a day goes by.
Truth Nation. The Milwaukee Bucks tip off their season on Thursday night, and we know how excited the city is for the start of the Giannis and Dame Lillard era of Bucks basketball. To celebrate the return of Bucks basketball, the award-winning 1017 The Truth will be broadcasting the Bucks versus the 76ers game live. So make sure you listen to Bucks basketball on The Truth this Thursday as the Bucks welcome the 76ers to Pfizer Forum. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. with tip-off for 6:30 p.m. Also, tune in to The Truth this Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. Carrie Noni will be joined by Sarah Noble of the Be Noble Group and representatives of Planned Parenthood to discuss the return of Planned Parenthood to Wisconsin and what health services they are providing. Again, that is More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, look, I want to go over to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a 16-year-old boy was sentenced to more than 50 years in prison for shooting a 5-year-old girl during a drive-by shooting, having guns, drugs, and stealing cars. Let's listen to what's going on in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
More than 50 years in prison for shooting a 5-year-old girl during a drive-by shooting, having guns, drugs, and stealing cars. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Craig Day. Noah Ney was charged as an adult with the 2022 shooting, but just last month, prosecutors say he escaped from the Juvenile Justice Center by jumping the rec yard fence, then was caught days later. News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter is live to explain Ney's extensive criminal history was prosecutors' main argument for a long sentence. Reagan?
Craig and Lori, prosecutors say Noah Ney shot the little girl during a drive-by shooting that was part of a gang initiation. Prosecutors say Ney is dangerous and Tulsa is a safer place with him going to prison. Even a woman who was testifying to defend Ney today called him dangerous in court. Now, prosecutors say the 5-year-old girl was just playing outside in April of 2022 when Ney drove by in a stolen car and fired shots, hitting the little girl in the neck. Prosecutors spent very little time talking about that shooting case today and instead highlighted the several interactions Ney has had with law enforcement in just the last few years, including robberies, gun charges, and drugs. Prosecutors say Ney has a box full of incident reports from juvie, where he's accused of flooding his cell, assaulting staff members, throwing cups of water in jail staff members' faces, and smearing feces on the walls of his cell. Prosecutors also showed social media pictures and videos of Ney holding guns and flashing gang signs. Ney's attorney argued his behavior is a direct result of his parents. Ney's father has been in and out of prison, and Ney's mother testified that she blames herself for her son's actions. Ney's aunt said he has been neglected his whole life. Now, the judge told Ney there will be a judicial review of his sentence in 5 years, and if he can prove to her that he's changed and could be a productive member of society, she could, at that time, reduce his sentence.
This is Noah Ney. This is not a black child. We talk about the Kia boys, but Noah Ney makes the Kia boys look like Uber drivers. You know, when I see this story, and a lot of people want to just say, okay, this just black children have these issues. No, there's other things going on in other races that may not be as promoted as highly as what's going on in our communities, because we understand we sometimes lead the way through a system of propaganda many times that we're always in the front, but they do not cover many times a lot of the serious issues that are going on with youth across the board. And this situation right here with Noah Nay, they even said that they sentenced him to 50 years, but if he gets some type of good behavior idea going, that they can reevaluate his situation and give him a lesser sentence. Hey, look, we go ahead to the lines. We've been talking about a multiple different number of things today. If you want to join the discussion, 833-212-1017. Al, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Bottom line, stop trying to build a damn Build-A-Bear. What you see is what you get. If they don't got the potential, let them get it on their own without your help. Keep on living. Have a great day.
All right, Al. Thank you for tapping in. Winky, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you, big brother. I was listening to Tyrese's interview, and he was so much right, man. A lot of times, the in-laws and the mama usually be in these people's ears, because once they feel, once the family members feel that they got the source out of the way, and you become the direct source to them to gain access monetarily, then they'll use you. So they'll do what they have to do to get the source out of the way, so they can have direct access to you. You know, and it works with me. It works with men as well. Here's a boy that's a dope dealer, and his mama and his daddy and everybody say, "You better quit selling that dope for them. You going to jail. You gonna get killed. They gonna be still out here on the street. You better quit selling that dope." So all of a sudden, the kingpin go to jail, right? And the young boy still got his sack. Now it ain't no more. You finna go to jail. It's, you know, your mama likes them to get off. You know, mama got to pay her rent, or the mama calling over there. Hey, Johnny, you think you can bring somebody? But hold on, mama. Y'all just told me to quit doing this as long as I had the sack for this dude. Okay, when I was holding the sack for them, it was a problem. Now I got my own sack, and y'all, the same standards apply. Same with a little girl that's out getting money, dancing or whatever. The family gonna tell her, "You better get away from that boy. He's pimping you out. You doing this? If you getting pimped, he's a pimp."
Oh wow!
Soon as she get rid of him, soon as she get rid of him, and she by herself, independent, mama calling over there. "Hey baby, what you doing? You know we need to do this. We got so and so on birthday. You know my light's finna get cut off. You know we in it. Hold on, mom. You told me to quit this lifestyle." See, so I understand where Tyrese is at with that whole deal right there, dealing with that. Then you going back to, I'd like to go back and digress to when you were talking about taking a woman out on her first date. I think to take a woman out on her first date, ride her around, you understand me, and laugh and kicking it with her and go sit by the lake somewhere. Even if you have to go to a movie, get her hungry and pull over at the nearest taco truck, you understand, and see if she's willing to accept that. And she is, because she's going to be hungry.
Take it to the nearest taco truck. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Heard at work? If you or someone you know has been injured on the job, they may be eligible for workers' compensation benefits, including lost wages, coverage of medical bills, job retraining, and even a lump sum cash settlement. I'm attorney Alex Eichhorn, partner and workers' compensation attorney at Taybeck Law. The workers' compensation system can be complicated and frustrating to navigate. At Taybeck Law, we have helped hundreds of injured workers. Contact Taybeck Law to set up an absolutely risk-free consultation at taybeckattorneys.com. Contact Taybeck for the payback. taybeckattorneys.com.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance, because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
A promise is potent, born of intention, fueled by commitment. It's seeing things through, always showing up. And we know a thing or two about promises here at Susan G. Komen. Over 40 years ago, we locked arms with you toward one vision: a world without breast cancer. By investing in life-saving research and standing up for patient rights, we are shifting the system so all people everywhere get the care they deserve. Because if you've just been diagnosed and don't know where to turn, we've got you. If you can't afford the treatment you need, we've got you. And if you are driven to raise money to honor the best friend you've just lost, we have a place for you here. Because of you, we're supporting those who need help today while tirelessly searching for tomorrow's cures. Ending breast cancer needs all of us. Visit Komen.org and be a part of the Susan G. Komen community today.
The Age of Reason took place over 200 years ago. It was a time of amazing scientific and philosophical progress all over the world. Truth, reason, and tolerance thrived and even shaped the Constitution of the United States of America, the foundation of our democracy. But now those building blocks of America, of democracy, are under attack. In just 2 decades, big tech social media billionaires have allowed their platforms to roll back truth, facts, and tolerance, and fill the screens in our homes and in our pockets with lies and hate. Online disinformation and hate affect everything, everyone, everywhere. It splits us apart, hurts our children, polarizes our societies, and is literally leading to violence and terror in our communities. Lies and hate everywhere are a threat to all people, anywhere. Be a part of the change. Help defend the future of our democracy. Go to counterhate.com to learn more.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Companies founded by women are historically underfunded. In the first quarter of this year, female founding teams only raised about 2% of all money invested in startups in the country. That's according to PitchBook. For women of color, the numbers are even worse. Fearless Fund is working to change this. Ariane Simone is co-founder and CEO of the firm. She spoke to Bloomberg about why investing in underrepresented groups makes good business sense.
The returns have been proven that diversity-led teams outperform non-diverse teams all the time. So this is definitely good business. If you see green and you like green, this is definitely where you would want to invest your dollars. Right now, the investor landscape in venture capital is 92% white male. I strongly believe that if we can diversify the investors, we can actually also diversify the investment.
Addressing funding gaps can help to close the racial wealth gap. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, I just went bought a watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show I eat my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the crews, make a play and get high off that Zaza. I say R.I.P. Kobe, it's so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much chicken on me, could've went by the Williams, the Rudy's a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for bows, then you know that I'm taxing.
Milwaukee, the time is almost here. We have been entering true fans into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. And on Halloween, we'll finally pick our one call that's all $5,000 giveaway winner. Be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth, the Truth with Sherwin Hughes on Tuesday, October 31st, to make sure you don't miss your call, because if you do, we will go to the next caller until we find our $5,000 winner. Again, that is the big Gruber Law Office 5K giveaway next Tuesday on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Joining me on the lines is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Hey, how you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute.
Hey.
All is well.
There was a lot of conversation going on today. Where would you like to go on the first date? Where is a great place to go?
I mean, for me, I'm not picky. I just need an individual to make sure they put some thought into it. You know, it ain't about where you go. It's about what you're doing.
Right.
For me. You know, so I'm not one of them where it have to be something particular. I just need to know that you put some thought into it for the first date. Technically, the first date is the trial period. It's like the conversation, again, is going to contradict if it's going to be a second date for me. Because, again, I'm that individual you have to intellectually keep me stimulated, or it's a wrap anyway. So it don't even matter what the scenery is.
Take you to the library.
Hey, if you smart, but don't be stunning, because I'm definitely pull your card. I'm saying, like, it's going to have to make sense.
Hey.
Again, I'm a Scorpio. I'm very intuitive. I'm going off your energy, but what you say, your action better match it, because I'm definitely going to call you on it, and I expect the same. So it ain't about where we going. It's about what we doing.
Right. And to me, like when people have these things that they say that the men and the women got to be or do and things like that, and we consistently talk about how they try to divide us as male and female, and these are divisive ideas making seem like one side has the upper hand on the other side when really we both need each other.
There's no one without the other. Again, the only reason this world is populated because we had to get together. You understand? So when we understand, like I stated, because the majority of us, especially the black man and woman, we're dealing with childhood traumas. We're dealing with traumas from America. We're walking around, really traumatized, on top of, having to deal with each other, and then what has been projected to us about each other is a whole nother thing. So right now in the process, we have to just make sure that we're all healing. And the pivotal thing that you said earlier about the choices that you make, when you start to call yourself on, when you look back at all your past relationships, you the common denominator.
Right.
Things didn't work out because you chose certain things, and a lot of us choose to stay longer than we should because, again, it's something in you that attracted what was in them. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to take accountability that you chose a certain person for a certain reason, for whatever reason it was, good, bad, or other, the main idea, they taught you something. Either they taught you what you didn't like or they taught you what you do like. And you move on and you move forward. And in certain relationships, you see red flags in the beginning. When you stop projecting or wanting somebody to be who you want them to be and just see them for who they are, then we talking.
Right. And then we got the situation with Tyrese. And you have these couples, these mainstream couples that people just love to follow. But what stuck out to most was when his ex-wife said that she had the wrong people in her ear. And many times on a surface level, when we go through things, we do have a lot of people trying to give us advice about how to handle these situations. But sometimes, many times, you need to surround yourself with people who are mature enough to actually handle some of the conversations, especially when it comes to life choices. Anybody, you can't just go to anybody for just talking about life choices.
And you are correct. And again, birds of a feather flock together. And one thing for sure and two for certain, she wasn't mature.
Right.
Because again, when you're mature in yourself, you understand certain people around you. Like he stated, it was her mother that was in her ear. A lot of times it do be the people that you love, the people that you trust, that's really hating on the low.
Right.
Trying to get you to be as miserable. Misery love company, and miserable people seek love. You know what I'm saying? Like, they seek it to destroy it. So in reality, it's like you have to make sure, the person that you dealing with not in pain, because the majority of the people that's walking around that's in pain is seeking only pleasure from what you can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? They're not there for your benefit.
Right.
They're there for their benefit, because those of us that are in pain usually seek nothing but pleasure. And that's usually be an addiction or a codependency due to the traumas that they have. They can't love past a certain extent because, again, they can't even see themselves. They don't even love themselves.
Well, I can't say.
Again, I tell people all the time to make sure you understand who you are before you go to trying to collab with somebody else.
Well, I thought we was past trying to go on the first date, trying to figure out where we want to eat. I mean, it's more complicated issues out here. But now they got folks arguing over where to go on the first date.
But I don't even think, again, what makes me, because I've seen the same little list, and I'm like, okay, did AI put it out there? Did a transgender put it out there?
Yeah, they said it was a group of girls, a group of ladies that came together in a group.
Again, I don't believe none of that, because especially for the black community, because
especially
they
if
always spin a narrative.
Red Lobster
they
on there.
They always spin a narrative for us.
Especially if it got Red Lobster and Cheesecake Factory on there. I wonder, it could have been
that
AI.
Part. Matter of fact,
hey,
all my life, all the females that I know that call themselves quote unquote bougie and was about that bag. That's all they talked about was Red Lobster. You know what
Right.
like,
It could have been AI.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was top notch. Now I guess it's Benny Hunter's, but Benny Hunter's trash. You know what I'm saying? I done been there. It ain't the price is big, the food portion is small. Like again, it's a mental thing. And you gotta feel value in yourself, because nobody with any common sense, especially in this day and time, knowing what the inflation is and individuals got mortgages to pay. You know what I'm saying? In real life, you trying to get with somebody that understands the real part of life.
Right.
And that ain't tricking at nobody's restaurant. My question would be, as a man to a woman, can you cook? Because the first thing I want to know, can you maintain? While you want to go out and spend $200 and $300, you know what I'm saying? Like on a meal that 9 times out of 10 ain't good. See, and I'm very picky when it comes to food.
Right.
So I'm definitely not trying to waste no whole bunch of money, like
right,
at all, mine or somebody else's. But at the end of the day, it's like it's to each his own. But you have to make sure when you find that. Because that, to me, would be a red flag. When she say, oh, I don't want to go here, I don't want to go there, or he say he don't want to go here, he don't want to go there, like, oh, okay, well, it's all good. Hey, good looking. It was nice knowing you. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you. Quite sure that we'll never move in the same circles, because clearly you ain't on my level. But God bless you and your family, and I'm going to move on.
Hey. Also, a representative from Pittsburgh challenged some of the monies that was being spent by the government. Representative Summer Lee out of Pittsburgh, she said that she questioned the government spending $41.6 million on Viagra. We're going to talk about it. I want to get your reaction to that, Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Calling all Black-owned business and entrepreneurs. The award-winning 1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black Business Give Back. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com for your chance to sign up to receive 3 months of free advertising on The Truth, valued at $6,000. It is that easy. Grow your business today by signing up for our Black-owned business Give Back. For official contest rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Member FDIC.
I'm attorney David Gruber. You've heard our slogan thousands of times, but we are much more than just one call. We are one team, one community, one family, and we're the one law firm that can get you the results and compensation you deserve after a serious accident. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
So thrive through, what does that mean to you?
Thrive through means you are intentional about living your best life. And that is important for me because having cancer does not define me. It does not control everything about me. It's something that happened to me that I have to fight and I have to thrive through it. So for me, it's about each day waking up and living my best day. What is that going to look like? And it doesn't have to be super big. It could be, I just want to get out of bed and take a walk, or I just want to go and get me some frozen yogurt. Whatever makes me happy, I'm going to thrive through and get there, because cancer can really beat you down to the point where you don't want to do anything. So you have to figure out what that best thing is going to be about that day. And that's what thrive through means to me.
And how did you find those 2 words to be the mantra that you were going to live by?
I feel like I live by that mantra every day before cancer. And it was something I decided to define for myself when I was diagnosed with cancer, because it's a reminder of who I am, who I was, and who I want to continue to be, and how I'm going to reset my chapter. So thriving through means I'm going to get up every week and go to chemo. I'm going to get up every day and go to radiation. I'm going to thrive through that surgery and come out as a better person and hopefully just have the best life, new life. And it's not something where I have to be embedded. Like, did I thrive through? Is this what it means? It just means being your best self no matter what happens to you, because you can't control what you can't control, but you can control your happiness. And that's what I'm going to do.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer. More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, I'm trying to make sense of this Pentagon spending $41.6 million on Viagra, and then
a year.
Yeah, a year, and another couple million on snow crabs. Somebody said it is for the king crabs. Yeah, the king crab with the big crabs. And
Alaskan king crab.
Yeah, somebody said that this was for some of the veterans, some of the PTSD vets that need this. The
Viagra, yeah. And I mean, it makes sense because you have to remember that the military is being tested on all of the chemicals and things like that. I mean, if you have anybody in your family that was in the military, because I did, my daughter's, grandfather or whatever, he was exposed to Agent Orange. I mean, there's so many chemicals and things, the dysfunction when it comes to, they vital dysfunctions. A lot of military people suffer after that. So I definitely can see that. Especially the majority men, they're definitely that's their prized possession. Of course, they want that pill. However, you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of taken back by the Alaskan king crab because I mean, I love some crab legs.
Maybe this is what they're doing on the first date. Taking them to get the Alaskan king crab, and after you feed somebody that, they can only go to the second phase.
Hey, and they can't even say that that's on the veterans, Tory, the Alaskan king crab, because that's for people that's active.
Right.
So we know they eating good. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying.
It's sad that you eat good while you're in the military, but when you get out, they don't give a damn about you. But
well, the sister questioned it. She brought up the questions. She was asking them tough questions.
The question that I want to know, like, if the military is spending that much, the big pharma, what's the kickback that they getting? How much they get? We spending this much, but how much is big pharma getting? You know what I'm saying? How much they making?
It looked like they making the whole 41.
Hey.
Hey. All right, Queen. Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in as usual.
As always, King. One love.
Hey, we got a lot of work to do. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory Love from Waterfall. Let's get it.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, I thank y'all for tapping in today. Thank all of y'all that added to the text, the content. Hey, look, when we come back tomorrow, we're going to have another powerful conversation. Be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Unaffected by their threats, they get busy on their that's how that shit down made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. When times is how you stand, still never slow my plans up.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a